Good morning and welcome to another reading of the book channeled by Barbara Volkman. This morning we are reading chapter 11, The Importance of Your Personal Energy. Here we go. Chapter 11, The Importance of Your Personal Energy. Dear hearts, so far you have been able to understand a little more about the energetic workings of the universe and the moment the planet is going through. Reflecting on the points presented in this book so far will bring you many personal insights, turning points for changing your perception and attitude towards life. The most important thing to keep in mind is that you are co-creators of reality and that everything happens from the inside out. Therefore, with the movement of the planet's elevation in transition to a new dimensional reality, the process of manifesting your co-creations from the inside is enhanced, happening more quickly. This can either be a great blessing, as it greatly increases the speed with which the process of personal improvement and liberation from pain takes place, or a terror for those who can only cultivate and see the negative in their lives. Here, it is important that you understand the difference in reality that manifests according to the energetic degree you carry and connect to at the moment. There are multiple dimensional realities happening simultaneously on the planet, some with macro effect linked to collective planetary karma, such as the climate issues you are currently facing, and others with a micro effect, generally limited to a region or a group, such as local wars, etc. The process of planetary transition, once completed, will greatly favor the mitigation of these effects. But until then, we still have a few decades to go. Some of the macro effects will be perceived by everyone, while others, micro and macro, may be diverted or not, due to their positive or negative energetic vibration. Let's look at some examples. Global warming, macro. A collective construction of humanity so far, it will be experienced by everyone at different levels. The correction work must be global, starting individually, micro. Pandemics, macro, and epidemics, micro. Here reality begins to vary from individual to individual according to their personal energetic quality. It's a question of the energetic connection with a particular vibrational band that manifests such an epidemiological condition. When you lower your energy to a negative range, you open a window of exposure. The lower you stay in that energy range, the longer you stay in that energy range, the longer your exposure time is, and the more susceptible you become to being affected by such a condition, even if you take every precaution. Of course, there are countless variables, such as tests, spiritual missions, atonements, to be considered. But those who are not bound by any of them can get through the situation unscathed just by controlling their personal energy. Wars, armed conflicts, and violence in general. In the same way as in the topic above, the energy you emanate and connect with will define your level of susceptibility to facing violent situations or not. Let's not forget the variables mentioned above, as this can also be a karmic return movement. It's important to be aware that these events are happening in the world or close to you, but only on an informational level, without connecting with the negative of these events through fear, anger, hatred, indignation, and so on. When you carry these conflicting emotions and thoughts within you, they manifest in your life through the energetic connection that is generated by compatibility. Below is a comparative table of personal energy and events. Personal energy versus event. On the left, we have light, represented by the color violet, and on the right there's world peace. Then we have peace, which is dark blue, and on the right an end to violence. Connection with the whole is a little bit lighter blue, and on the right side is regeneration of nature. Then we have love, which is light blue, social equality, joy, collective work from the good, conscious, charity, acceptance, historical reparation, self-improvement, goodwill, social work, reason, conscious consumption, courage, neutrality, procrastination, commodism, stagnation, social inequality, pride, egoism, enjoyment, disease, envy, accidents, scarcity, tragedies, sadness, epidemics, anger, conflicts, violence, fear, war, and hate. Again, we are looking at the table personal energy versus event. On the left side, we have the personal energy words. In the middle, we have a rainbow vertically separated with the colors that are above each other, from violet all the way to red. And then on the right, we have the events. So I will first list the personal energy words, going from light to hate. So light, peace, connection with the whole, love, joy, consciousness, acceptance, self-improvement, goodwill, reason, courage, neutrality, procrastination, stagnation, pride, enjoyment, envy, scarcity, sadness, anger, fear, hate. And then I will list the colors of the rainbow. It's violet, dark blue, light blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. And then the events from violet, which is world peace, to red, which is war. World peace, an end to violence, regeneration of nature, social equality, collective work for the good, charity, historical reparation, social work, conscious consumption, neutrality, commodism, social inequality, egoism, disease, accidents, tragedies, epidemics, pandemics, conflicts, violence, and war. Notice how when you move up the chart of feelings in your personal reality, you also move above the ranges of negative events. Spirituality is also an exact science, the only difference being that you don't know precisely all the variables that make reality manifest in your life. If you did, you would be able to understand exactly why certain situations happen to you, and even predict future events or work to prevent them from happening in the first place. But the point is that you have to gain this knowledge about yourself day after day through daily personal work, study, and self-awareness. We can't give you all this information hand over fist because you wouldn't have understood the value of it. That's why you have to seek it out, conquer it, and, along the way, consciously add it to your divine spark, a process that happens naturally once you genuinely understand what needs to be seen there. This is how a leap in consciousness happens. Only when the being, in this case you, understands the information at the level of consciousness. So everything is a matter of choice. We have presented you with the possible information you need to go in search of the X factor of the question, which lies within you and can only be accessed by yourself through your own commitment and dedication. The information is on the table. Now it's up to you. Work on yourself or not. The rest is a consequence. Bear in mind that the present time favors accelerated manifestation, good for good and both for good and for evil. The evil that poisons your soul is also what creates the reality that you fear so much and complain so much about. It's your choice what you do with it. In the same way, the light that expands with every step you take towards your personal deepening, your improvement, your healing from the negative, is also a window of light that opens up in external reality and will bring you the benefits of this intimate work, which, little by little, more and more, you will be able to develop and observe the great richness of life's little details. The process can be painful, as it will lead you to look at and reflect on hidden and buried points within. But it's only when we let the light in that we can illuminate the environment and allow the cleansing to take place. Allow ourselves to understand and let go of that point of pain and see the external change happening from the internal liberation. And you are here today just for that. This change in attitude and search for self-knowledge and internal personal improvement is a movement that benefits much more than you. You reap the fruits of your labor while planting new seeds of light that contribute to the process of regenerating the planet for the new generations, the children of today and tomorrow, who are here to work hard to change the planet's consciousness, as well as guaranteeing you a new opportunity to incarnate here in the future and see this earth regenerated by love and consciousness, or even, who knows, other more developed planetary orbs, depending on your level of evolution and merit. A micro effect that reflects directly on the macro. The thought, what I can do on my own doesn't make a difference in the world, limits you and hinders your evolution, putting you on the negative side of the polarity. It does make a difference. Your dedicated work is extremely powerful. The good you do has a far greater effects than you realize. It's about you and your improvement, but it's much more than that, in the worst case. If you're not satisfied with the results or what you find, at least you've gotten to know yourself better, and that's already a big step. Beloveds, from the next chapter onwards, our teachings will be more practical so that you can start your daily improvement routine. Beloved hearts, I am Saint Germain, and this is the end of chapter 11, the importance of your personal energy.